So I just want to come on here and share a few things. Me and a few others are starting, a Bible study group. Yeah, we're starting a Bible study group because I feel like some people are looking for somewhere they can go, where they can feel safe, where they can feel loved, where they can feel understood. And I feel like in today's time, that's missing in a lot of churches. There's no love in the church. There's no understanding. And in the Bible, Jesus says, they will know that you are my disciples by the way you love one another. So in this group, we're going to love each other. We're going to meet each other's needs, whatever that might be, the best way that we can. We're going to study the word together, love on one another, cry, express yourself, whatever you need to do to feel, appreciated, or feel like you have someone there for you. Because a lot of times it's not there in the church. It's just not. I remember one time I was at church, and this was like years ago, and I had like a rip in the inside of my pants. And the woman that was standing up there, she wasn't a pastor, she was just like a prophet, but she noticed that I had the rip in my pants. And so what she decided to do was indirectly address the rip in the jeans in front of the church, like over the microphone. And she said, she made some comments about, ripping pants and stuff like that. But I knew she was talking about me. Even though she didn't directly say my name, I knew she was talking about me. And so things like that, it's like, and that's happened. That's not the only church that's happened to me, where somebody has like indirectly said something where they're talking to you, but they didn't say your name, or they didn't address you directly. And so that's a really evil mindset, I feel, because there's like some narcissistic traits to that. Because instead of you pulling me to the side and addressing me one-on-one, you decide to do it in front of the church, like God gave you some type of revelation or something like that. Instead of pulling me to the side, or even pulling me to the side and be like, hey, what do you need? Do you need money for clothes? Like, what's your need? The church doesn't do that anymore. And they don't do it because God is not in the church. God is not there. Jesus said, you will know that they are my disciples by how they love one another. So a lot of the actions in the church today don't reflect love. It doesn't reflect the love of Jesus or the love of Christ. And that's why Jesus said you will know them by their fruits. So yeah. So if you want, are you interested in being in the group? We're going to be doing like meetups or FaceTime or Zoom, whatever is convenient for the time. If you're interested, you can message me on Facebook, message me on YouTube, and I'll respond. But that's all I wanted to come on here and say. It's just really sad. It's getting scary out here. It's like nobody can really be discipled because nobody is taking the time out to disciple people, and they don't have the heart for it, or they don't have the passion for it and the love for it to sit down and actually disciple somebody that wants to know Christ. But I've never been discipled, like, really, you know. So that's how bad it is out here. And this is also exciting because the worse it gets, that lets us know that Jesus is on his way. The worse it gets in the US or all over the world lets us know that Jesus is on his way. And that's exciting. So, yeah. So if you want to be in a group, we're going to be contacting each other, praying over each other, you know, just getting closer to God together, building a community. Everybody needs community. And like I said, some people probably have been turned away from the church or have been hurt by the church because of the lack of love. So a lot of people that are in the pulpits have not been placed there by God. They have not been ordained by God. They have been voted in there. They have been stepped up through family, whatever reason, however they ended up there. But they have not been ordained by God. And it's not everywhere, but in most places that you go, the closer you get to God, the more you'll see who is a follower of Christ and who isn't. So yeah, if you are interested, you want to like connect with us, study, worship, pray, let me know.